Hey everyone, James here. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about one thing that you need to overcome if you want to quit gaming forever. If you ask someone who doesn't identify as a gaming addict, who seemingly doesn't have a problem with moderating their gaming, to quit gaming forever, what do you think they'd say? They'd probably say that, no way, I don't want to do that. I enjoy gaming. It's a big part of my life. I don't want to get rid of it, yada, yada, yada. And this is similar to what someone who identifies as a gaming addict would say. If they've struggled to convince themselves that life without gaming is what they really want, if they actually love gaming so much, they've convinced themselves that moderation is the only way, no matter how unlikely that is going to work for them. What does everyone have in common when it comes to quitting gaming? And why is it so difficult for people to quit? Well, there's one thing that all of these people share, and that's fear. I don't mean the kind of fear you get when you see a spider or a scary film. It's a different kind of fear. When you think about quitting gaming, you start thinking about how bad your life is going to be without it. You think about how many different things will change, how many things you'll have to live without, like Discord chats with your friend and LAN parties and gaming soundtracks and new releases and all-nighters playing video games and opening loot boxes and ranking up and all this stuff. And you think, how can I ever live without any of these things? And on one hand, there is some truth to that. People who have spent a lot of time working on these things and building up this life for themselves online, there's going to be some resistance to quitting. But ultimately, it's fear that's driving this. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what they'll do without video games. How will they fill the void in their life without this activity that is, it's the core of their identity. It's who they are. It's who they've built their life around. And you see, when people quit gaming, they're always expecting something bad to happen. The amount of times I quit and went on a detox or something with the expectation that I was going to get cravings and urges and that it was going to be difficult, and that after the 90 days were up, or however many days it was that I decided to do it for, I would return to gaming and I would let myself play in moderation. No matter how many times I did it, I would always have those same thoughts. I was waiting for confirmation that this was the right thing to do, that I needed to be without video games. Because by doing those methods like the detox, you're basically testing what your life is like without gaming. Even though you've already figured out that it's a problem, you've taken a test, you know you're an addict, you're still waiting for confirmation that gaming is causing it, that it's not you, that you can shift the responsibility onto something else. But that's just not the case. And I want you to do something for me now. I want you to think, or write down, if you have a notebook or something, write down all of the benefits you get from video games. Some of the things you might write down are social interaction, relaxation, improved reflexes, genuine enjoyment, maybe. So, I don't know, I'm so far away from gaming now. I'm trying to think of what people enjoy about it. And that goes to show the kind of mindset shift I've gone through, is I can't even think about what's enjoyment. I can't even think about what's enjoyable about games anymore. But yeah, look at your list, pause the video, write some things down, and think about how many of these are actually true. Let's look at something like relaxation. Have you ever played video games for a couple of hours and come out of it more relaxed than you were before? What about if you play video games before bed? Do you sleep easier? I know that if I used to play games even within an hour or two before bedtime, I would struggle to sleep. Because even though you might think it's relaxing, a game like, I don't know, like Skyrim or Civilization, your brain is still completely focused. It's so dedicated on this task, on this activity. You don't realize it because your brain has kind of convinced you through this addiction that this is what it needs, to relax and to cope with any stress or anxiety or problems that you had. But in reality, it's still alert, it's still awake. What about another one? Genuine enjoyment. Where some people might enjoy video games, but do you think people enjoy smoking because they enjoy the taste of it? What about taking it to the extreme? What about a meth addict? Do you think they like doing meth? I don't know. You might say, yes, of course they like it, but how much is that their brain has made them think that they actually need it and they're dependent on it through this addiction, through this rewiring of their brain, that it's made them think that they like it when in reality they have no control. So we see all these gamers that can moderate and control their use. How many of them are actually in control? How many of them, if you ask them to quit gaming for 90 days, a year, forever, how many of them would actually be able to do it? I think within a few days they would be getting withdrawal, they'd be getting cravings, and ultimately they would have fear. And that's what it is. It's fear. It's fear of not knowing how your life is going to be without video games. And that list that you wrote earlier about the benefits of gaming, how many of those just came about because you're dependent on gaming? How would that list look if you had an abundant life, you were driven, you were motivated, you had clarity, you had amazing relationships, and you were healthy, and gaming wasn't a part of it anymore? Do you think you'd still be able to say those same things about gaming, the same benefits that they had, when everything else, when all of those needs are taken care of in your life without gaming, but 10 times stronger? It's unlikely, because if you can convince yourself that you don't need gaming, that it's causing these problems, that it doesn't give you a single benefit and there's no value at all in playing video games, then that's how you can start going through that mindset shift of breaking through the fear that's stopping you from quitting forever, that's stopping you from quitting without motivation, without cravings, just like I've done, and just like the way that I teach in these videos. Because people that struggle to quit are always questioning their decision out of fear. They say, what if this wasn't the right choice? What am I going to do if this doesn't work out? What am I going to do if I get cravings? You're already setting yourself up to fail. But like I said, if you can overcome this, then quitting gaming, it won't become a problem at all. It'll be effortless. And you'll go on to change your life into what you really deserve. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're interested in this kind of mindset shift about video game addiction and transforming your life for the better, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below the benefits that you thought about from gaming. I want to see what you guys think. What benefits do you think you're getting out of video games? And try and think about how much these are actually contributing to your life right now. Because I guarantee if you do some reflection and some thinking about it, they're not going to be providing as much value as you think they are. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.